The world is on fire, there's chaos everywhere, and it's only gonna get worse. Non-native entrepreneurs can thrive in this environment. Here are 3 business ideas for when the world is falling apart in front of you. As a non-native entrepreneurs, we don't just face chaos, we embrace it. We adapt and we take control of our environment. We learn how to navigate, go with the current. You just don't stay in the same place. We don't hide. We have to go out and embrace the change and be part of it. The world is going to move ahead with you or without you. You want to make sure you're part of the movement. That's the only way you can control your own environment and hope for the best. Here are the 3 ideas which might help you set up your first step in the business world, even when the world is totally collapsing in front of you. This is still a chance for you to find your place and go out there. So here are 3 simple ideas on how you can start your own business as a non-native entrepreneur, even though the world around is in total chaos and everything is just falling apart. It might actually be a good time. Number 1, childminder and pet carer. In today's world, where things still kind of work, it's already extremely profitable business. We are super busy, we are very short on time, and we're constantly looking for some sort of support, be it either with our kids or pets. And pets, specifically pets, are getting really popular these days. Young people having less and less kids, but they kind of still have a need to have this somebody to care for. So the natural choice is to have cat or dog. So people have less and less time. Young people like to travel. You can't travel with your pets, so you need to have somebody to look after your pets while you're away. This is very profitable business today, but only imagine what it's going to be like when everybody is busy, everybody is scared, it's all chaos out there, and you have to go to your work. Who's going to look after your pets or your kids? It's already hard, so what is going to be in chaotic times, it's just unimaginable. This is a time where you want to get in and start your business as a pet carer or childminder. Now just remember, just because there is a huge need for the business doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It's going to be very hard. It's probably going to be harder than it is now because one thing, lack of trust. I'm a parent myself and I can't imagine leaving my kids with a stranger, especially in times where, difficult, challenging times. But also as a parent, I understand the importance of having a time to go and do my work. What do? I need to find somebody who's trustworthy, who's really professional and can offer the support I need. So this is when you come in. This is when you have your own business. You set up your business ready to go. This is something you prepared prior to chaotic times, right? You can do it now. We have still some time, a few months ahead, hopefully relatively calm waters. And this is something where you can just get ready for what might come. So the most important part of that business to be successful is to build a trust. And guess what? This is the most important part of any business, in chaos or not. So while you learn this, you will benefit now and in the future in your business journey. So learning trust is a long process, and this short YouTube video is not long enough to talk about this. So we talk about trust and building trust at length at our free community. So if you are interested, just click at the link below and come and see us there. And I guarantee you will learn how to build your trust. Number 2 is support for elderly people. I don't mean opening a care home, none of it. It's just to provide support in day-to-day tasks to elderly people. And there's a lot of it. They have a lot of issues, they have lots of problems, and they need a lot of help. In chaotic times, in hard times, it's even more so crucial. And I'll give you an example from my own personal story from the COVID times. And I find COVID times, as though it were destructive and very difficult time for many people, it's a very good use case for entrepreneurs, especially non-native entrepreneurs, to learn about human behaviors, to understand what happens in chaotic times, to understand the pain points and to prepare yourself, at least mentally, because there are difficult times coming our way. So where I live, there is a big community of elderly people. When COVID hit first time, in the first lockdown, everybody was very scared to leave their houses and just go and do minimum normal shopping in the Tesco's. And because it's a small kind of village where I live and the community is kind of small, we know each other. I've noticed that people are struggling because of the fear of leaving their house, so they didn't want to die of COVID. I wasn't that afraid, and I was probably the youngest in my community. I offered myself to do shopping for elderly. So I offered myself, say, look guys, you stay at home, I'll go out there, I'll do shopping for you. I'll get exposed to virus, but most likely I'll survive. It helped not only my community, but built trust between us. People respected it. And long story short, I've made lots of friends through it, and I helped a lot of people. I like to use this story as a reference to what might come, because there will be lots of people struggling with fear, or just being grounded at home for whatever reason. This is a perfect time for you to go out there and build your business around it. So remember, one of the most important aspects of the business is providing value. Only then you're getting paid. It's not the other way around. You don't build business to generate money magically. You do something, you give something, you produce something for which people pay back in return. What better time than in chaotic time, in struggling times, offer support to the most vulnerable group? That's it. That's how you want to do it. You go out there, you help these people out of good heart, and you will get rewarded. I guarantee you. If my elderly parents are stuck somewhere where I have no access to them, don't you think I'll pay somebody else to help them out? Of course I will. There's thousands of people willing to do it. But again, very important, trust. Make sure you build your trust and you do it with your pure heart. Only then the profits will follow. And number 3 is what I call a delivery guy. And I don't mean an Amazon or DPD delivery person, even though I'm sure they're extremely busy in the chaotic times, as in COVID. Again, the COVID is a perfect reference from the past. It's a very good learning ground to what might happen and how to get prepared. We all remember that everybody was buying only from Amazon. Well done, Jeff Bezos. So everybody made lots of money, around COVID, around their deliveries. But what I mean in delivery guy is to be somebody who will provide well-needed, urgently needed supplies. There's a 1997 movie called The Postman with Kevin Costner. I don't know if you guys know this. It's from when I was a kid. He was my superhero. And the movie basically is about a guy who is on a mission to deliver mail in post-apocalyptic America. So if you think about chaotic times, let's say you're in London and there are shortages. We know there were shortages in COVID, right? Toilet rolls, perfect example. You could buy only one banana or something per family, all these things. So imagine now very important supplies you have to get, be it a medication or nappies for young parents. What do? The shortages normally means, it does not mean that they are completely gone from the market. They're just not in your local shop. They might be somewhere else. This is where you come on with your business idea. Say, how about I'll be your delivery guy. I'll source the product you need, let's say a nappy bag of nappies, and I'll deliver it to you, so you don't have to go out and look for it, waste your time because you want to spend time with your baby, or you have to go to work. And this can be anything like nappies, medications, some food supplies, anything urgently needed, right? So imagine you go for a medication hunt and you live in Harrow and you have to go down to Southeast London to get it. Fine, you're non-native. You're used to it. You know how to navigate throughout different communities, through city, through unknown. This is your advantage. Another thing is, maybe within your community or within your network, there is somebody who can help. I remember in COVID times, there was some Arabic community in East London when they had ownership of paper rolls, right? So they had vans parked on Bethnal Green and they were just chucking out paper rolls for £5 per roll. You might know one of those guys, and then somebody in your community might urgently use paper roll, depends how urgently, and you might just go and get it for half price, deliver to somebody, and it's done, right? So it's a perfect example of how you can deliver, give value, and get money in return. It's really something you should think about. Chaotic times, I'm 100% sure they're coming our way. There will be more chaos, but this is a time where you can thrive. This is where you can grow. As long as you are not scared, you calm, you assess the situation. Just make sure you observe everything around you and provide as much value as you can, and stay safe. So this is all I have for today. I know that video is slightly different than usual. We talked about different topics, but not only it's important to think about those things, but I think it's extremely important to be open-minded, especially as a non-native entrepreneur. You want to be thinking about anything. If the aliens land in your garden tomorrow, what happens next? How do you profit of it? I'm sure there are some ways, sending laser guns. But like I said, this is a different topic. I'm just saying it about this today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're like me, non-native entrepreneur, if you're trying to build your business in a foreign country, you don't know where to start, what to do next, you have problems and challenges you want to talk about, then join our free community. You can find a link below that video. We talk about all the issues you've had or you might have in the future. We've all been through problems. We are the community of like-minded people. We want to build businesses. We want to help and support each other. So if this resonates with you, please sign up to our free community, and I'll see you next time.